Welcome to Omni Eyes. Today we discover the incredible secrets hidden inside the brilliant and complex eyes of summer cicadas. When you hear their loud songs echoing through the warm forest, you might wonder how they survive against hungry birds. The answer lies directly within their extraordinary visual system, acting as a highly advanced biological motion sensor for ultimate protection. Look closely at the head of a resting cicada. You will immediately notice two massive compound eyes bulging outward prominently. These large spheres are positioned perfectly on the extreme sides of their wide head, granting them an unparalleled panoramic viewpoint. Because of this unique physical arrangement, a cicada possesses a nearly complete 360-degree field of vision. They do not need to turn their heads to see what is happening directly behind them or above their bodies. This continuous omnidirectional scanning ability is absolutely crucial for an insect that spends most of its time sitting completely still. While resting on a tree branch, they are constantly vulnerable to sudden attacks from various agile predators flying near them. However, their vision is fundamentally different from human sight. They do not perceive the world in sharp, high-resolution details. Instead of focusing on capturing perfect static images, the cicada is a master of detecting visual flow across its environment. Visual flow refers to the apparent motion of objects, surfaces, and edges in a visual scene caused by relative movement. Imagine sitting inside a moving train. The landscape rushing past your window creates a continuous, predictable stream of visual information. For a stationary cicada, the background forest remains completely still, creating a stable and calm baseline of visual flow data. Their compound eyes consist of thousands of tiny individual lenses called ommatidia, each pointing in a slightly different outward direction. Each tiny lens acts as an independent light receptor, constantly sending basic brightness and contrast information directly to the brain. Together, these thousands of lenses create a massive mosaic of light, shadow, and movement that perfectly surrounds the fragile insect. The cicada brain does not waste precious energy trying to stitch these tiny mosaic pieces into a perfectly clear picture. Instead, the neural pathways are specifically wired to detect rapid changes in the overall pattern of light across the lenses. If a bird suddenly swoops down from the sky, its moving body blocks light from reaching several specific individual lenses. This sudden disruption creates a sharp anomaly in the otherwise peaceful visual flow of the surrounding static green forest environment. The anomaly acts like a tripped wire in a security system, instantly sending a massive alarm signal to the brain. This motion detection system is incredibly fast because it bypasses the need for complex, time-consuming image processing and recognition. The insect does not need to know if the moving object is a sparrow, a wasp, or a falling leaf. It only needs to know that something large is approaching rapidly, and that immediate evasive action is absolutely necessary now. This highly specialized visual strategy is a marvel of biological efficiency, allowing the cicada to survive in a dangerous world. Processing high-definition visual data requires a massive amount of brain power and consumes a significant portion of daily energy. By ignoring fine details and focusing solely on movement, the cicada saves immense amounts of energy for singing and mating. Think of their vision like a smart home security camera, designed to activate only when an intruder crosses the yard. A smart camera does not record empty spaces and ultra-high-definition video constantly throughout the long, quiet, dark night. It remains in a low-power standby mode until its sensors detect a significant change in the ambient visual field. The cicada operates on this exact same brilliant principle, maintaining maximum situational awareness with minimal neurological effort and energy expenditure. In addition to their massive compound eyes, cicadas also possess three smaller, simpler eyes located on top of their heads. These three simple eyes are known scientifically as ocelli, and they play a crucial supporting role in the visual system. The ocelli are highly sensitive to subtle changes in light intensity, helping the cicada determine the exact time of day. They also assist in rapid flight navigation by constantly monitoring the bright horizon line to keep the insect perfectly level. When a predator triggers the visual flow alarm in the compound eyes, the ocelli help guide the immediate escape trajectory. The moment the alarm sounds, electrical impulses travel from the optic lobe directly to the powerful flight muscles within milliseconds. This lightning-fast reflex arc is so incredibly quick that the cicada often launches into the air before consciously reacting. Imagine a hungry bird diving toward a tree trunk, fully expecting to catch a resting cicada for an easy meal. As the bird rapidly approaches, its growing shadow expands across the vast array of tiny lenses on the cicada eye. The visual flow disruption reaches a critical threshold, triggering the automatic escape sequence encoded deep within the tiny insect brain. With a sudden burst of immense mechanical energy, the cicada releases its grip and violently launches itself into the air. The bird snaps its beak on empty bark, completely missing its target thanks to the superior motion detection alarm system. This incredible survival mechanism has been perfected over millions of years of intense evolutionary pressure in highly competitive forest environments. The visual flow detection system is not just useful for escaping predators. It also helps them navigate through dense branches. When a cicada is flying, the entire visual world rushes past its eyes in a chaotic blur of green leaves. By constantly analyzing the speed and direction of this visual flow, the insect can effortlessly avoid crashing into solid obstacles. If the visual flow on the left side suddenly slows down, the brain knows an object is dangerously close there. The cicada automatically adjusts its wing beats to steer away from the obstacle, maintaining a safe and clear flight path. Human engineers and scientists are currently studying this elegant biological system to design better artificial vision systems for small robots. Traditional computer vision requires heavy cameras, powerful processors, and large batteries to analyze every single pixel in a video feed. This traditional approach is far too heavy and power-hungry for tiny, agile flying drones designed for search and rescue. By copying the cicada, engineers can create lightweight optical flow sensors that detect obstacles without processing full, high-resolution images. These biological sensors allow tiny drones to navigate autonomously through dark, cluttered environments without crashing into walls or falling debris. It is truly fascinating how a noisy summer insect holds the key to advancing modern robotics and artificial intelligence navigation. Let us dive deeper into the microscopic architecture of the Ommatidia to truly understand how they capture this vital information. Each individual ommatidium is a microscopic tube containing a tiny focusing cone that directs incoming light onto specialized photoreceptor cells. These photoreceptor cells are packed with light-sensitive pigments that undergo a rapid chemical change when struck by incoming photons. This chemical reaction generates a tiny electrical signal that travels down the optic nerve toward the central processing brain center. Because each ommatidium is isolated from its neighbors by dark pigment cells, there is almost zero light leakage between them. This strict optical isolation ensures that the motion signals remain crisp and clear, preventing the visual flow from becoming blurry. The sheer number of these tiny lenses determines the overall resolution of the visual flow map generated by the insect. While a cicada cannot read a book, it can instantly detect the subtle twitch of a predatory mantis hiding nearby. The visual field is specifically optimized for tracking fast-moving objects against a relatively static and complex natural forest background. Interestingly, this highly specialized vision also plays a very important role during the frantic mating season of the noisy cicadas. Male cicadas gather in massive numbers, producing deafening acoustic signals to attract females from great distances across the vast forest. However, sound alone is not always enough to pinpoint a specific mate in a crowded, noisy environment filled with rivals. As a female flies closer to the singing male, he uses his visual flow detection to track her final approach. He watches for the specific motion signature of a flying cicada, distinguishing her from falling leaves or dangerous hunting birds. This seamless integration of acoustic and visual sensory data ensures successful reproduction and the continuation of their fascinating biological lineage. The cicada visual system is a perfect example of nature prioritizing raw, functional efficiency over unnecessary complexity and wasted energy. In the brutal reality of the natural world, having a faster reaction time is always vastly superior to seeing perfectly. A beautiful, high-definition view of an approaching predator is completely useless if the brain takes too long to process. The cicada trades visual clarity for absolute speed, ensuring it lives long enough to sing another day in the sun. Next time you walk through a forest and hear their deafening chorus, remember the complex surveillance system constantly watching you. Even though they seem completely oblivious, resting peacefully on the bark, their compound eyes are tracking your every single movement. You are merely a large, slow-moving disruption in their visual flow, easily categorized as a potential but distant threat. As long as you do not move too quickly toward them, the internal alarm bells will remain quiet and calm. Step too fast and you will instantly trigger the biological motion sensor, causing the insect to vanish into the canopy. The study of visual flow detection in insects continues to reveal incredible insights into the fundamental nature of biological perception. It challenges our basic human assumption that good vision must always involve seeing sharp edges, vibrant colors, and fine details. For millions of species on Earth, good vision simply means detecting the precise moment when the surrounding environment suddenly changes. This minimalist approach to sensory processing is a masterclass in evolutionary design, honed over countless generations of survival and adaptation. We are only just beginning to fully appreciate the profound genius hidden within the tiny brains of these remarkable creatures. As our own technology becomes increasingly complex and power-hungry, we can learn valuable lessons from the humble summer cicada. True intelligence is not always about processing more data. It is often about processing only the exact data that matters. The cicada filters out the irrelevant noise of the static world, focusing entirely on the dynamic movements that dictate survival. This elegant simplicity is what allows them to thrive in virtually every temperate and tropical forest ecosystem across the globe. Their massive, bulging eyes are not just strange alien features. They are highly refined instruments of survival and biological triumph. From the deep underground where they spend years as nymphs, to the bright sunlit branches where they sing and mate, every aspect of their anatomy is perfectly adapted to their unique and challenging lifestyle in a world filled with danger. The visual flow detection system is just one of many incredible adaptations that make the cicada such a successful organism. By understanding these hidden mechanisms, we gain a much deeper appreciation for the intricate and interconnected web of natural life. The forest is not just a collection of trees. It is a highly active arena of constant surveillance and evasion. Every rustling leaf and darting shadow is constantly monitored, analyzed, and reacted to by countless invisible eyes hidden all around. The cicada stands as a proud sentinel in this vast living network, a master of motion detection and rapid escape. We hope you have enjoyed this fascinating journey into the incredible microscopic world of insect vision and biological motion sensors. Nature never ceases to amaze us with its brilliant solutions to the complex problems of survival in a hostile environment. The next time you hear the summer song of the cicada, you will understand the secret behind their enduring success. Thank you for joining us on this exciting exploration of the natural world and the hidden wonders of insect anatomy. We will continue to bring you more amazing stories about the incredible creatures that share our beautiful and diverse planet. Remember to always keep your eyes open and stay curious about the fascinating biological mysteries waiting just outside your door. If you loved learning about the cicada, please subscribe and share this video with your fellow nature and science enthusiasts. This has been another incredible episode of Omni Eyes. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we will see you next time.